Questions 16, 17, 18 are all about stem and leaf diagram. Now remember, stem and leaf diagrams are like tens and units. So the stem is like the tens and the leaves are like the units. So this line here is everything that's in the 20s, because that means two tens, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. And this is in the teens, in other words, 11 to 19. And this is with no tens, in other words, just single units. So the lowest score is basically the first number on the top row of the stem and leaf diagram. So the lowest score is actually this 5 here, because it means no tens and 5 units. So the lowest score is 5. The range of scores is the difference between, as it says in the poem here, the difference between the biggest and the smallest. So we've got to identify the biggest score, identify the smallest score, and then find the difference between. Well, we already know the smallest score is 5 from the previous question. The biggest score is at the end of the bottom row. Well, the bottom row is here, the 60s. And this 0 represents 6 tens and 0 units, so that's 60. So that 0 means that the biggest score is 60. So the range is the difference between 60 and 5, biggest and smallest. 60 to 5 is a range of 55. So the answer to that one is 55. And the last question, the modal score. Well, the modal score, we're looking for a number that appears more than once on any one row. So because that number means the same thing. So if you check the 30s row, there are many 5s. So there's a 5, a 5, a 5, and another 5. All of those 5s are on the 30s row, so they all mean 35. And if you check the 40s row, all of these 7s are all on the 40s row, and they all mean 47. However, 47 is not the modal score, because that only happens 3 times, whereas 35 happens 4 times. So the correct answer is 35. Lowest score was 5, the range was 55, the modal score was 35.